Hey there, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a powerful technique that may change the way you shoot with your R5 II. What we're talking about is back button focus. Whether you're shooting fast-moving subjects or just trying to craft the perfect composition, this shooting method gives you ultimate control over your autofocus system. I'll walk you through how I set up my camera for back button focus using two easy accessible buttons at the back of the camera. Let's get started. So first of all, what is back button focus? By default, your camera uses the shutter button to activate autofocus and take a photo. Back button focus separates these functions, reassigning autofocus to a button in the back of your camera, such as the AF on button. Additionally, the technique I use applies spot focus to a second back button for even more precise control. Now, I've been shooting with my Canon R5 Mark II set up this way for long enough to know it works very effective out in the field. Now, I'll be honest, it does take some time to get used to if you've never used back button focus before. At first, I missed quite a few shots until I was able to achieve the muscle memory required to be quick and proficient with this configuration. So let me show you how I set this up on my Canon R5 Mark II. Turn on your Canon R5 Mark II and press the menu button. Scroll over to the green menu, tab 1, and choose Customize Buttons for Shooting. Now scroll down to the AF on and press the Set button to access the options and choose Eye Detection AF. Okay, now that we've set that up, the AF on button will control that function when you press it. Next, in the same menu, go to the asterisk button and press Set to access the options and choose Metering and AF Start. Then press the Info button on the back of your camera. This will display the options for this function. Choose the AF Start position and the spot detection options and uncheck any of the others shown. Once that's done, the asterisk button on the back of your camera will activate spot detection when pressed. What this means is wherever the spot focus box is in the viewfinder, the camera will focus on that point. I've found that sometimes while I'm moving around with the camera, my spot focus point ends up in the top left corner of the screen for some reason. To help reset the spot focus point back to the center of the screen quickly, go to the same green menu and scroll to the multi-controller and hit Set. Choose the option for direct autofocus point selection and press the Info button and choose Switch to Center AF Point and then press Set. Now whenever your AF point ends up somewhere other than the center of your screen, all you have to do is press the multi-function button straight in and the AF point will immediately go back to the center. Okay, now we want to adjust the shutter button settings. Find the shutter button setting and change it from Metering AF Start to Metering Start. This disables autofocus from the shutter button. Now that that's all set up, let's test it out. Here I'm at the pond photographing some double-crested cormorants. This particular bird is off in the distance so I can demonstrate the camera's back button focus functions. We'll take a look at a closer view in a moment. So first I'll press and hold the asterisk button for the spot focus function. But if I press the asterisk button and hold it while trying to track the subject, it won't track and will eventually refocus somewhere else. Notice when I move the camera around, the focusing bracket doesn't stick to the bird very well. I press it again and it focuses on the background instead of the bird. Then I position the focus bracket box back on the bird and press the asterisk button again to regain the focus on the bird. Here, I already have the bird in focus, so I'll press and hold the AF on button and move the camera around to show you this amazing R5 Mark II autofocus technology and how it sticks to this bird. Then back to the asterisk button to focus on the background. And then back to the bird. You can see how quick and easy it is to change the target you want to focus on by using this asterisk button. And then, once focus is required, quickly moving your thumb to press the AF on button to lock focus and track the bird. Now here's an example with the cormorant closer in view. Now let's focus on the background by positioning the white focus point square over there and pressing the asterisk button. Now let's move the white focus point square back onto the cormorant and press the asterisk button. And once the bird is in focus, let's move our thumb over to the AF on button. Press and hold. And I'll move my camera around rapidly while the autofocus stays locked on the bird's eye. Amazing. Once you get used to this method of shooting, you're sure to get more shots that you may have otherwise missed. So there you have it. Back button focus is a game changer for photographers trying to acquire a quick focus on subjects they're trying to photograph. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a like and consider subscribing. And drop any questions or comments below, and we'll catch you in the next one. See ya.